Hey, Jameson here, and welcome to a quick blitz video on what equipment you need in order to code apps. So I get a lot of questions about like what sort of computer you need, or like what software you need on that computer, and what kind of phones you need and so forth. And I'm going to dispel all sorts of myths and just give you the basic equipment that you need in order to actually code apps. So number one is you need a computer. Some people come with just a phone thinking they can code apps on their phone because the apps are for the phone, but you actually need a computer in order to code those apps. Otherwise, you're not going to really have a good time. And your computer needs to be able to run either Xcode or Android Studio or both. Xcode is the software program you need to run on your computer if you want to build for iOS devices. Now, Xcode is Apple's proprietary software. They don't let it run on anything else. So that means that if you want to build for iOS, you actually need a Mac. That's one of the key things that most people don't know about app development. And the official requirements for running Xcode as of May 2020 are that you need to have Mac OS 10.15.2 or later. And the way you figure that out is you go to the top left, the Apple icon, and you click About This Mac. And then for me, mine says Mac OS Catalina 10.15.4, and so that's greater than 10.15.2, and so I'm good. But if your version isn't high enough yet, you can try going to the App Store and installing Mac OS Catalina. It's completely free, so as long as you've got the space, you can check to see if your Mac can install it. I know some of the older Macs actually cannot. So those are the requirements for your Mac if you're trying to get Xcode on it. But what if you want to build for Android? Well, that's Android Studio. That's the software program which we use in order to build apps for Android. Android Studio supports Mac, Windows, Linux, and Chrome OS. So it's a lot more versatile. And you can pause the video if you want to read through these. I'm just going to skip over them because there's too many to read. I want to make this video kind of short. All right, and the second thing you're going to need is a phone in order to build to. This is really great for testing the app that you're building. Now, it's not strictly necessary to actually have the phone because you can use simulators, but a lot of things you can't test in simulators, and so I recommend always just getting the phones that you're trying to build for. Like if you're trying to build for iOS, then get an iOS phone, aka either grab an iPad or an iPhone, and if you're building for Android, then grab an Android phone. Okay, then the third thing you're going to need is a cable, or multiple cables if you have multiple different platforms you're building to, but it's essentially just your charging cable that should have come with your phone. So I'm guessing if you have a phone, you probably have one of these, and we need this because when we're actually building the app onto the phone, it travels through the cable, so it's not wireless yet. So make sure you have one of these, otherwise you're not going to be able to actually build to your phone. And that's it. All you need is a computer, a phone, and a cable to connect the two. So the actual equipment you need in order to build apps is fairly minimal. I mean, it's not that much stuff. And that's really it for this video, short and sweet. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos from me if you're interested. My name is Jameson Saunders, and I'll see you in the next one.